Ang susunod na programa ay rated G. Ito ay pwede sa lahat ng manonood.
Amidst the rise of globalization, we have been more open and appreciative of foreign languages, food, fashion, beauty, literature, and mostly everything. While this is not a bad thing on its own, in fact, this leads us Filipinos to be more open-minded towards foreign culture. But how aware is the Filipino nation towards our own renowned artists and their works? Of the different languages.
Bago kita maumpisa, hindi lipatan, i-subscribe, tapos pindutin ang ating bell.
Maski nakatuklo, sambal, inaro ko.
And indigenous groups in our country. Of our own history. Investment and appreciation we Filipinos place towards foreign culture is strong. I'm not pouring the same energy towards our own culture. It becomes the very opponents of us Filipinos in developing pure nationalism. The kind of nationalism opposite of what Jose Rizal developed throughout his entire lifetime. One that we, the Filipino youth today, can adapt through his life, works and writings only if we choose to see Rizal as the nationalist he was, more than an icon of a school subject. But what does it mean to be a nationalist? Joining the definition of Rizal and Senator Clara M. Recto, to be a nationalist is number one, to serve the country with selfless intentions. Secondly, it's to be grounded and aware of the realities of their country. Third is someone who concerns themselves with issues that transpire in their country. Fourth is someone who takes pride in their ethnic identity. And fifth is aware of their country's history. But unfortunately today, some people have been acting in ways contrasting to this definition of nationalism.
Ang tatlong Catholic priests na sina Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, Jacinto Zamora na hinatulan ng kamatayan noong panahon ng Kastila ay mas kilala sa tawag na blank.
Pwede po pakiulat ng mga names?
Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, Jacinto Zamora.
Marjo! Asan? Hindi, wait lang. Yung nakalimutan ko yung mga apelyado. Wait lang po, mahina po talaga ako sa...
I am so sorry, Kai. Chance to steal. Yeah.
Majo, ha? Or
Majoha.
Majoha?
Majoha ba ako? Majoha, sure ka na ba?
Opo.
Majoha is wrong. Actually, it's Gomburza.
Actress Shay Mitchell is embroiled in a controversy after comments that she made and didn't make about her heritage. Take a listen.
My dad's Irish, my mom's Spanish. I can drink a lot and then I spicy. Okay.
She says, my dad's Irish, my mom's Spanish, I can drink, and then I get bleepin' spicy.
Oh, okay, that.
This was on her show Thirst with Shay Mitchell, that her ethnicity is Irish and Spanish, but many are calling her out. If you go on TikTok, if you go on Instagram, if you go on her Instagram post right now and you look at the comments, it is all about this right now. They're calling her out for not mentioning her Filipino heritage.
Oh.
In an interview with Pop Sugar in 2016, Mitchell admitted that she used to hide her Filipino heritage due to insecurities about appearing, quote, too Filipina with tan skin. Also, Filipino singer and actress Lea Salonga has mentioned that she is Mitchell's aunt.
Oh, yeah,
knowing that the actor's mother is her cousin. So this familial connection has further fueled the debate over Mitchell's recent comments.
As these are examples of non-nationalistic thinking, studying Jose Rizal can be a remedy against non-nationalistic thinking and behavior. Even if our national hero has long passed, his legacy still lives because the struggles with Philippine nationalism are not dead. In fact, when we make connections with Rizal's life, his works, and his writings, we realize what is true about our current selves and the different dilemmas of the Filipino nation presently. That is the effect of defamiliarization. Two important quotes from Jose Y. Dalisay Jr. We cannot be hurt by what we read about others, at least not until we make the inevitable connection between them and us. And this is the way fiction works, a process we call defamiliarization, by which we are made to look at common objects and situations afresh because they are presented to us differently, enabling us to recognize the essence of things. Jose Rizal may not be fiction, but because we are learning about the life of someone who lived in a different era of the Philippines, we are placed at a bird's eye view in which we can realize the faults in ourselves when it comes to nationalism. When we are in a defamiliarization state, we are in a blank, neutral slate, allowing us to examine thoroughly the thoughts, values, beliefs, and actions of Jose Rizal and the connections we can make with him and with us. Part of what completes this entire circle of being a nationalist is to take pride in your own culture. That involves being proud of your Filipino background. Jose Rizal was always proud of the hometown and the country he belonged in. This is evident in Memories of My Town. In a stanza he wrote, "Tender childhood, beautiful town. Tender childhood, beautiful town, rich fountain of happiness, of harmonious melodies that drives away my sorrow. Return thee to my heart. Bring back my gentle hours as do the birds when the flowers." This poem is about him reminiscing on his home, Lamba. But it is clear that he reserves a genuine love for the place. He had a strong preservation on his background even during the Spanish colonization period. Amidst foreign influence, he stood his ground. When there were Spanish criticisms that Filipinos were lazy, he defended the nation by responding in indolence of the Filipinos. His actions to uplift the country were a reflection of his own pride of being a Filipino. Today, in the face of globalization and other countries asserting their soft power, we can choose furthermore to wave the Filipino flag towards the world. We do not have to fully assimilate to their culture and abandon ours, even when our foreign counterparts view us as inferior. We shouldn't be ashamed of where we come from or to be a Filipino because that is essential to who we are. But once we love our country, invest our time to appreciate the beauty of Philippine literature, music, cuisine, and everything else. Are we finally a nationalist? Well, loving the country is already on the pathway to be nationalistic. But it also takes for one to be selfless. Prioritizing the interests of the country over your own, loving your country and embracing your cultural identity is significant, but that is not significant enough. Rizal wrote in El Amor Patrio, "Look at the researcher engrossed in his office. He has seen better days. His sight weakens. His hair becomes white and sparse as his dreams vanish. His shoulders are bent. He is in search of the truth. He has spent years trying to solve a problem. He has endured hunger and thirst, cold and heat, sicknesses and misfortunes. He will soon go to his grave and now in his agony offers to his country an achievement to add to her crown of glory, a discovery which will produce untold benefits. Turn your eyes to the farmer burnt by the sun, tilling the stubborn earth and burying a seed. He too contributes his modest but useful work to the glory of the nation." Somewhere between the lines, nationalism is not just about having pride, but it is also about acting on that pride. Rizal's contributions to the country were significant. Rizal's contributions to the country were abundant. writing skills to publish what would be the most powerful and famous novels, him being an ophthalmologist to treat the people in Dapitan for free when he was in exile, along many others. El Amor Patrio serves as a reminder for us to take our careers and professions seriously. We should strive in our careers not solely or mainly to earn, but to use whatever knowledge, skills, resources we have to help other people in need or to help our fellow Filipinos in need, not for the purpose of fame and for shallow intentions. When we have devoted ourselves to the country, in the end, we may feel that we have lived a fulfilling life just like how Rizal did. In To the Filipinos, he wrote, "I have always loved my poor country, and I am sure that I shall love her until death if by any chance men are unjust to me. And I shall enjoy the happy life, contented in the thought that all that I have suffered, my past, my present, and my future, my life, my loves, my pleasures, I have sacrificed all of these for love of her. Happen what may, I shall die blessing her and desiring the dawn of her redemption." At the end of the day, learning is a two-way relationship. The teacher teaches, but it is up to the learner if they want to take the teachings to heart, mind, and soul, in that they are inspired to become nationalistic themselves. Constantly using Rizal's life, his works and his writings, the nationalism of the youth and the succeeding generations can be strengthened by showing them what true nationalism looks like.